keep going through the struggle. Strangers are gonna support you more than your actual friends. At the end of the day, not everybody wants you to win. Marketing is key. Your time will come when God says it's time. Man, what's good, YouTube? And I'm back at it, and today we're doing a little bit different video. I've been wanting this video for a long time now, but I feel like I wasn't in a position to really speak on it. But I wasn't. But now that I'm a little bit farther into my clothing brand journey, I feel like I'm able to share a little bit more of my experience with this. If y'all don't know, for all my new people, y'all just now watching, my name is Nick. I'm a clothing brand owner. I started with my partner about 2 years ago around this time, and through my journey, you feel me, I've learned a lot that I thought I wouldn't learn, and a lot of stuff that I knew that I thought I knew but I really didn't know. So that's what I'm coming to talk to y'all about, because when I first started, I had people to help me out, but a lot of time when you're going through this clothing brand journey, you got to figure stuff out yourself. You can't really just because somebody else went through it doesn't mean you're going to go through it. So I had to learn that for myself. So, and same thing with y'all. So the advice I'm about to tell y'all, it might not necessarily apply to y'all, but a lot of it will apply to y'all. So I'm just giving y'all some tips and tricks. I'm just telling y'all what I know. Y'all heard that, y'all see the title and the thumbnail, telling y'all what I wish I knew before I started my clothing brand journey. So I got a lot of stuff on my list actually, that every time I've been wanting to do this video for a long time. So every time I've thought of something or something has happened in my journey or whatever, I write it down. And I know it said maybe 10 things, but I'm gonna probably tell y'all more than that. I might tell y'all list. Okay, so the first thing I wish I knew, which I thought I knew, like I said, I thought I knew, but I really didn't know. The first thing is believe in yourself, bro. Believe in yourself. I know it's coming from me. I know everybody says this. Everybody in their mama says this. But you know that one quote that say everybody got a plan to get y'all get knocked in the mouth? That was me. I thought I believed in myself. Until I got knocked in the mouth, had bad drops, I started thinking to myself that I might not be worth it, you feel me, or this might not be for me. But then, right when I think that, something good happens, and I'm like, no, I got this. Yeah, I'm him, I'm him. So, believe in yourself. You gonna go through some bad times, and you gonna doubt yourself. So that's where God comes to play. That's where you gotta have faith, and you gotta believe in yourself. If you're really passionate about the clothing brand story, if you really want it, keep going through the adversity, keep going through the struggle, because that's what's gonna make you you. For real. So that's the first thing, is believe in yourself. Alright, so I kind of knew it, but I really didn't know, like I said. So strangers are going to support you more than your actual friends. And I don't want to put my friends on, because a lot of my friends and people that I talk to, they do support. But let me rephrase this. Strangers are going to support you more than people that know you. I'll say it like that, because not everybody that you know are your friends. When I say support, I don't mean just support as in buying something, because not everybody has the funds to just support you, but they might not have the money to buy something from you. I say that, not support. Support comes in many different forms. It's not just buying something. It could be a reshare Instagram, a reshare, a like, a comment. All those things are forms of support. Or telling somebody about your brand, or like, oh, that's hard, or shout out on Instagram, or you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of forms of support, not just buying. And strangers are gonna do that more than people that know you, because at the end of the day, not everybody wants you to win. People, they might want you to get to a certain point. But then once you get to that certain point to where it's like, okay, you about to go somewhere, they're gonna start to fall back. And I've seen this from like firsthand. This not something, all this stuff that I'm telling y'all is something that I went through. It's not something that I'm just saying because somebody else said it. They're gonna look at you and they're gonna like, dang, you actually getting somewhere. Let me fall back a little bit. I'm saying, let me not like this post. Let me not comment like I used to. Let me not share like I used to. You feel me? It's just gonna happen. And yeah, so I got a lot of stuff written down. So I'm really coming after done with it, because I really been wanting to say this for a long time. So really everything I wrote down, I already kind of memorized this. But I'm gonna go through my notes right quick. Oh yeah, and like, you know what I'm saying, when people say they gonna buy stuff, you know what I'm saying, it's another thing. When people say they gonna buy stuff, don't believe them, bro. Don't believe them. Never hold merchandise for anybody that hasn't given you money, because I lost a lot of money on this, because people that I knew, they were like, dang, I'm really gonna buy this. Hold that for me on drop day. Hold that. They say, hold this, hold that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Unless you real tight with them. Unless that's your best friend, somebody you can. I won't even say that. sell that junk. Cause if they really wanted it, they gonna make sure they're on drop day to buy that. Because this is the problem that I have with that. People say that, right, and then they don't buy it. When they don't buy it, then you're missing out on other people that would have bought it. And now that you held it, you done held it for all this time, that when you put it back on your site or you try to sell it again, it doesn't sell because maybe the product isn't as hot as it was. People don't want it as much. The demand went down. So never hold any merchandise for anyone. Sell it, because at the end of the day, bro, you the one that's missing out. If they don't buy it, you the one that's missing out. That's your money. That's your product that you missing out on. So don't miss out on yourself to try to accommodate somebody else, to try to convenience somebody else. Like when people come to me nowadays, hey, hold this when I get paid. I'm sorry, bro.
I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first, Lucius.
I'm not a selfish person at all, P. Y'all know me. I break bread unlike no other. But you gotta put you first sometimes, and you gotta, take care of business, because when it comes to business, ain't no friends in business, bro. You just gotta take care of business. Okay, so number 3. And when I say this, I don't mean to just like spend your last dollar. If you have the capital, if you have, if you have the money, like you have money saved up, buy that bulk order. Buy that bulk order, because let me tell you this, and this is the way I've thought about it over the years. So let's say you got $2,000 saved up. You've been working, you got $2,000 saved up, right? Not saying go spend all 2,000 of it, right? You don't got, cause it's a method. You know what I'm saying? You don't start off high, you start off low, you work your way up, right? So you got $2,000, right? And you want to get, how much shirts go for nowadays? Say you got 2,000, right? And let's say you got a summer drop and you want to drop some shirts, right? Your probably minimum order quantity is probably around 30 shirts, probably, most like with most manufacturers. So 30, let's say you get a shirt for 30. So say you get shirts for $15. What's 15 times 30 is what? 450. 450. So 450. I think that's right. But yeah, 30 times 15 times 3 is, yeah, 450. $450 for shirts. I wouldn't recommend, and you having the capital, don't invest in that bulk order. 30 shirts isn't hard to get off when you're active. I'm gonna get to that part later. 30 shirts isn't hard when you're active and you're going out to get content. You're doing pop-up shops. You're trying to get your people to cop. 30 shirts is only a lot when you sit in your house. Not doing that, just hoping that the orders come through on your phone. That's the only time 30 shirts would be a lot. But I'm gonna get to this part down the line, so I don't want to speak too much on that. But buy that bulk order, man. First of all, when you're starting off, it's good to have fast shipping because you attract customers back. Don't be cheap, because at the end of the day, there's no successful clothing brand owner. There's no successful anybody. There's nobody on this earth that has gotten successful unless you won a lottery or something. Nobody has gotten successful by not taking a risk. So yeah, that's the next thing I got to tell you about that. So I got a lot of good ones on here that I want to hit. Okay, this is the next thing. There are 7. I don't want to lie. I think it's 8.1 billion now. I think it's 8.1 billion people on the earth now. But just because a couple people say that your product or your design is quote unquote ugly or that it's not hard, if you deep down, if you know that design is hard, you know people will want that design. Don't listen to them, bro. Because unless everybody that you know, or people that seen it on TikTok, you marketing, people saying it's ugly, don't take it now. Don't not drop it just because a couple people say it. Because at the end of the day, those couple people that say, you might not, first of all, you might not even know them. Second of all, they might be hating on you. And third, they're probably not gonna buy nothing anyway. Don't lose faith in your design because a couple people are saying this ugly. Because people are saying it about our brand, and I was like, dang, is it really ugly? And I sat down like, no, this piece is not ugly. It's not. It's truly not. And you gotta be real with yourself. And if it is ugly, work on it some more. Get some advice from maybe get a clothing brand designer or something to help you out. At the end of the day, the big brand owners out here, people, you go to the comments, people saying something about their brand, but guess what? They getting $100,000 in orders. So yeah, if you know your piece is hard, don't listen to people that's saying that it's not, because it's gonna be people that like it, and there's gonna be people that don't like it. People that don't like it probably won't gonna buy it no way. So yeah, that's what I don't even know what. I think we have 4 now. So that's the 4th thing I have to say. And don't take this is the part that goes with that. I'm saying don't take advice from people that's not into fashion, because a lot of people that's gonna hate on you aren't even into fashion. They don't have any clothing brand knowledge. They don't have, you feel me, they don't have any fashion knowledge at all. I don't even know how to judge you. People say your piece ugly, and then you go to Instagram and they wearing, I'm saying, white tee that's too small with some skinny jeans and Air Force Ones, like some dirty Air Force Ones. So it's like, yeah, you gotta know your worth. Know your worth. Let's go with that. Know your worth, and just be cognitive of that. So my battery just died, so hold up. Alright, y'all, I'm back. I had to replace my battery. So this is the 5th thing I have to say that I wish I knew. I wish, this is one thing I actually did not know. I actually did not know this at all before I started my clothing brand. I actually have a whole story time behind this, and I really want to make that a separate video. If y'all want this story time, comment story time, and if this video gets 100 likes or so, I'll make the video anyway. But story time, comment story time, go do it right now so you don't forget. Comment story time. But basically, just because you've had one good drop does not guarantee that you're gonna have another good drop. Let's say you marketed for this shirt. And the drop went amazing. You got 100 orders, you got 50 orders, whatever. How many orders you got that you feel is a lot of orders? You got a lot of orders, don't mean that you can go out there and make another design for another shirt and get the same results, because it's not true, bro. I went through this. I really want to say it now, but like I said, I'll make another video. So make sure y'all comment story time if y'all want that video. You gotta make sure you work just as hard. You can't slouch around just because you had a good drop. You can't slouch. You can't not work as hard. You gotta work just as hard, if not hard. So yeah, one good drop does not guarantee another. Alright, so this is the 6th thing I wish I knew. This doesn't have to do with me necessarily not knowing as much. This is more of a complacency thing. I was kind of scared a little bit. I'm still having to get out that comfort zone a little bit. Your net worth is your network. When I first started my clothing brand, I kind of wanted to be in the shadows necessarily. I wanted to kind of just get the orders in without me necessarily going out and making content or get people involved, bro. One reason we had our first big drop because we got people involved. School-wise, I know the brand Clairvoyant, something like that. That's the way they got big, is people in their school, and we were like them, but just on a little bit smaller scale. We got our school involved, and we was like making TikToks, making videos, and we got kind of out there a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit, but that was the reason that we had a pretty good job, because we got people involved. It's different types of clothing brands out there. Like, not everybody's the face of their brand. Not everybody's really involved like this. So I can't really speak too much on that part. 2 people have actually DM'd me asking about like clothing brand advice from YouTube, actually, which I really was surprised because I'm not really that big. But they were saying like they want to start their YouTube, not YouTube. They want to start their clothing brand when they graduated high school, and I'm like, that makes no sense, because like I'm saying, the network, you can't really, when you graduate high school, man, unless you're going to college and you're not really majoring in a degree that's hard, it doesn't make any sense to wait till college, because college is gonna be a lot more busy. You're not gonna know as many people as you did in high school. If you're not the type of extroverted person, you're not gonna really want to talk to people as much as you did in high school, because you don't necessarily know them as much. So start your clothing brand in high school, man. Go get your teachers, go get your favorite teachers, go get your classmates in your clothing brand. So you don't even have to make them buy something. You can have them go. I mean, I used to do this so much, bro. When I first started, tell people about your brand and have them follow you on Instagram, and have you, I'm saying, have them know about your brand, because your network is your network. Get out that space of complacency. And y'all know if y'all watch my videos, that's my favorite saying is complacency breeds failure. And like I said, I'm still getting out of that. I'm running low on things, so this might be one video, I'm not gonna lie. But if y'all want that story time, like I said, if y'all want that story time, make sure y'all comment story time. For all my brands out there that's manufacturing, they're doing manufacturing. A lot of people move to manufacturers nowadays. Not everybody is doing the heat press anymore. Alright, so when it comes to manufacturers, You be in control of the process. You make sure you let them know exactly what you want, because these manufacturers out here, they just gonna let you, they'll let you spend your money and they give you a bunch of BS. They won't give two freaks about it. They'll let you spend your money and give you a bunch of mess. So you make sure you in control of your manufacturer. You tell them exactly what you want, and at the same time, don't be a butthole about it. Don't be a-hole about it. Make sure you build a relationship with your manufacturer, because one thing about these manufacturers is they all got flaws. They all do. Unless you work with the top manufacturer in China that's making, Gucci or whatever. I don't even know who made those clothes. All these manufacturers out here that's making these type of clothes or making these hoodies, they all have flaws. I don't care whether you go to China or you go to Pakistan. I'm talking about that later too. But dang, my SD card running out. No! Dang, my SD card got 4 minutes left. I'm almost done. So dang. Actually, hold up, y'all, because I'm about to free up some space on my SD card. So I'm gonna get back with y'all. So yeah, make sure y'all build a relationship with your manufacturer, and if they mess up, get on them, bro. If they mess up, they do you bad, get on them. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's a lot of bad manufacturers out here, and all the manufacturers, the good ones, I have a really good manufacturer, and he has flaws, so I just have to work with him, and every drop, we getting better, and I'm pretty sure that's the same way with a lot of manufacturers. They're gonna start to understand what you want, the more you work with them. So yeah, this is one thing that I've been saying. A lot of brand owners say that is not true. It's not true at all. It is true. It is true. It's true to some extent, but it's not true. It's not just completely true for everybody. Pakistan manufacturers are not bad. People are saying, but hold up, there are a lot of bad Pakistan manufacturers out there. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of them, and the quality tends to be less than China's. So people say, but don't listen to that, bro. You don't have to go China way, because I have a Pakistan manufacturers, and I have bought clothes from people that claim to have China manufacturers, and I'm being 100. Our quality is better than that China manufacturer that they say is oh so good. And so I know like the top brand owners out here or have these good China manufacturers, and I can tell the quality is really good. Don't not go to Pakistan manufacturers just because brand owners are having bad experience with them and saying that they're bad, because it's good ones out here. There are some good ones. I have a good Pakistan manufacturer, and I can vouch. And I wouldn't still be with them if they weren't good, because at the end of the day, I still want my quality to be A1. So yeah, this one thing I did not know at all when I started my brand. I didn't know it at all. Just because your brand's designs are tough does not guarantee sales, and it doesn't mean you're gonna get the sales that you deserve. With this clothing brand stuff, really with any business out here, marketing is key. I don't care how good your design is, you're not gonna get them sales. That's what I thought. I feel like my brand can compete with any top like underground clothing brand. Really, any brand out there. My brand's designs can compete with any brand out there, and I'm being 100. But we're not getting the sales that they're getting because our marketing isn't as good. You have to market, and you have to get out here and be creative. You have to have a good product too. Don't get me wrong. You have to have a good product to get the sales you want. But don't think the good product itself is gonna save you. You have to market just as well. Okay, so this clothing brand space of business can be very profitable. But when you first start off, don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't be greedy, bro. Because when you first start off, use lower prices, bro. Don't be. I know your product is probably worth a lot more than you selling it at first, but when people don't really know who you are, people haven't seen your brand around, they're not gonna pay as much as they would for somebody that has a good track record of, people seeing them and the quality. So when you first start off, I suggest going with lower prices, because you can always work your way up, but you don't want to price your item so hard that they're iffy about buying it because they haven't seen it around. Or don't be greedy. When you first start off, don't do it for money. You gotta enjoy the lifestyle, enjoy the process. So make sure you're starting off lower, and you can always work your way up, because at the end of the day, when you get those sales, you can always go up. And when you sell out, you can raise your prices, because I know y'all learned the supply and demand factor in school. I know y'all remember that. So I actually think that's it for this video. This all I had to tell y'all. The 10 things that I wish I knew, or however many things it was. Hope y'all enjoyed. Your time will come when God says it's time. Just because you having bad drops, and just because everything isn't working out for you, you will know if this isn't for you. So everybody's journey is different. So God gonna tell you when it's time. So those are the 10 things I wish I knew before I started my clothing brand. So I hope y'all enjoy it. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, if y'all want that story time, I'm gonna tell y'all, make sure y'all come in story time. If you made it this far, I appreciate y'all for watching. And big things coming this summer. We got a big drop coming. I really appreciate y'all, everybody that like a video, support. I really appreciate that. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Some big things on the way this summer and for the future. So I appreciate y'all for watching, and we out.